How's it going in the land of insanity? Whew. It's been bananas, to say the least. Oh, hi, Tiffany. Welcome, welcome in. I'm glad you're here. Oh, man, what a day. Oh, we got Dawn and Candace fighting each other on the hill. Oh, it's almost like I'm psychic or something. Oh, Tiffany, thank you. I actually just had my interview and it went swimmingly. I am really, really excited to at least get a job offer soon. Grammy, hello, hello. All right. Oh. We have some updates across the board, and I kind of wanted to go over that today. Let me pop out my chat here. All right, here we go. Everyone can hear me okay? Hello, Sazama. Welcome, welcome. So my live the other night, if everyone's like, where is it? Well, unfortunately, it got flagged by 3 different creators, I think, or 3 different people with 3 different reasons. I did not know this, but if that happens, if some trolls don't like what you say, they can put it in review. And so it was private, and I was unable to even download the thing, so I couldn't let people see the live. But it is, I think, being released today. So as soon as I can make it public, I will, I promise. Oh, thank you, Heather. Thank you. I'm trying these new different glasses, like the frames, because I'm always... Where's my other glasses? Anyway, I always wear like the black ones that are... Nobody wants to see all that. It's boring. So I'm trying red, I'm trying pinks and blues, and I'm really enjoying the different colors. Please like and subscribe. I do have subscribers only mode on. And that's because if you're going to watch my content, please like and subscribe. If you want to comment, I think it's only fair. So anyway, let's get right into Harmony Montgomery. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but I've been speaking with Crystal, the mother. I'm not really sure if she knows that I talk about her too much on here. I don't think she minds. We just haven't gotten that far yet. But anyway, she and I have been trying to come up with some ideas on how to get people to talk around Adam and Kayla Montgomery. And trying to move my chat box because it's kind of funky. Hold on. Okay, here we go. So what we have learned is that Adam, first of all, got his tattoo on his eye. Everyone's like, when did he get that tattoo? Trying to connect the dots of maybe Harmony. Well, Crystal stated that he got it when he was 18. Now, Adam Montgomery has been connected to a 2008 shooting, which resulted in someone dying at a 7-Eleven. And it has been said that his family members are involved. I made a video about it and said, would you like to play a game? Well, that game, guys, is, should I tell people who you are? Or is that borderline doxing? So I have been withholding that information from you guys. I'm sorry, it's not intentional. It's just I have to be careful on here, especially with these high profile cases, right? We got to be careful with what we say and what we choose to do with the information we have. So that was kind of my slight of, do you want me to tell them who you are, or should you do it yourself and go to the police station and say what you know? I hope that they say what they know. Tiffany says, do you work with a pendulum ever? I have in the past, but I take medicine for, ADHD and other things, and I'm not really that stable, meaning probably mentally, right? But my hands are not stable enough to use it, so unfortunately I can't do that very well. But I could if I could just really get this under control. The shaking that I have. I've always had it. I have high anxiety, as you can imagine with what I see and hear. But if you can and you're stable and you have that kind of wherewithal to hone in on the pendulum, that's wonderful. I'm kind of jealous because I just can't. So, news about Harmony Montgomery, Kayla Montgomery, Adam Montgomery, and everyone around them. Well, come to find out, guys, Adam and Kayla actually was evicted from their residence at Guilford Street where Harmony and everyone was living. All right, and let me get it pulled up here for you. I already have it up. The press release states that the Manchester Police Chief Alan Aldenberg provided the following update on the investigation of the disappearance of Harmony. They've narrowed the window down to November 28th, which is, I believe, Thanksgiving Day, and December 10th, 2019. Now, that sounded familiar to me, and the reading that I did actually was November 29th, so the day after Thanksgiving was when she actually was out of her normal living situation, the energy that I got from that. So let's look and see what Grandma, Kayla's mother, said about that date, because I think this is where they're getting it from. Let's do this.
For Harmony, and I did have something come to me today for the police that I thought may help, which I did tell the police I'm not going to give that out yet because I don't want to hinder it in any way. For the police, pray for Harmony. It's just help, and she has made her choices, and that's all I can say. I'm just asking you.
Hey, Lady R,
I do pray for Harmony, and I do.
Glad you're here.
Come to me today.
Please like, okay? Like and subscribe if you are not a subscriber.
Which I did tell the police I'm not going to give that out yet because I don't want to hinder it in any way. Just please.
When did you see Harmony?
It was, I knew it was in the winter time. I wasn't exactly sure when. And when I spoke with my daughter, she was telling me it was the day after Thanksgiving.
Right.
Okay.
I think that's true.
In 2020 or 2021?
No, that was in 2019.
And did you ever ask your daughter where she was after that? That you never saw her again?
Well, she told me that because they came here the end of December during the holidays, and they were here briefly. I asked her, I'm like, well, I expected Harmony to do them, and they said no. And I know they've been kind of living on the streets and in a car kind of thing. And
Can you believe this, lady?
She didn't say no. She said she's with her mother, and I didn't question it because I didn't know until all the news, the history of the family. And Adam, for the first couple of years, was some sweet guy, and he is pure evil. He is pure evil.
That's what Crystal's telling us too.
I really, really hope the information that came to me today that can help in the search for Harmony, and that's really where my prayers are now, because my grandchildren will be with me, so I'm not going to be worried about them. And just please respect the privacy.
Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that? She says, my grandchildren are going to be with me, so I'm not worried about them. So you were worried about them at some point, but not Harmony? Interesting. It's the little things that we need to be listening to sometimes that we don't catch until later. I mean, I just now caught that, and I've watched this thing 40 times, and that really stung true now that she said that. It's crazy. Yeah, but I don't trust this woman as far as I could throw her. And I haven't worked out in 6 months, so. Lady R, I have a mom who wants to go on any channel she can to tell her son's story and get his story out if you're interested. Absolutely. Absolutely. Have her email me. I will put the email in the chat. All right. Yes, that'd be wonderful.
So scary for
Do you think
children.
Harmony's
They're
still?
only,
Yeah. Do you think Harmony's still alive?
I hope and pray she's still alive, but it's been 2 years. You know, so I don't know. I don't know.
You got to be heartbroken over this.
I'm distraught. My body's been shaking every couple hours because I can't get away from it. You know, I asked, you know, with her history, I asked. The youngest daughter, her daughter wasn't born yet, and Harmony was with her. We dropped her off at work, and he said to her, I am bringing Harmony to her mother. And then he came back later, I don't know how many hours, I don't know that.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. She knows. Listen to her. Right here is what I wanted to pinpoint.
Later, I don't know how many hours, I don't know that. And then he came back later, I don't know how many hours, I don't know that.
How many hours? I don't know how many hours. Freudian slip. I don't know how many hours exactly, but I know it was a few, at least. That's what I hear, right? If I'm wrong, please let me know. But that's what I hear. I don't know how many hours that was, but it was a few. I'm not sure exactly how many. Oh, yeah.
Working at a Dunkin' Donuts. I've given all that information to the police, but Kayla said, where is he?
Where's the Dunkin' Donut footage, law enforcement? Maybe somebody saw him that day. Maybe somebody dropped their cigarette on their lap and saw Kayla and only can remember that moment because it hurt when the cigarette hit their leg. And, oh, I do remember Kayla at the Dunkin' Donuts that day. I did see Harmony, or I didn't see Harmony, or I saw Adam shooting up in the parking lot after he dropped her off. These are things that law enforcement are supposed to give the public for information. I don't know why they hold these things. Oh, I guess I didn't really even give you a precursor as to what I'm talking about. I called New Hampshire State Police to ask about any updates they have. I always do that from time to time, even with TBI. I'll go, is there any new information that the public hasn't been aware of or is recent that I have not seen that you could tell me on the disappearance of Summer Wells or the disappearance of Lena Keel in San Antonio? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Usually 99% of the time, no. But I asked about CCTV footage. I always ask about CCTV footage because we live in a world where you're basically seen 60% of the time out in public on a camera. And so they said that, just like TBI said, we do not have the information out to the public with CCTV footage because it's an ongoing investigation. So I did a reading. You know me. I did a reading. And those were the things that came up, that somebody, if they would put out CCTV footage of her walking into that Dunkin' Donuts, maybe, just maybe, someone who dropped their cigarette on their lap and remembers that on that day and go, oh, I saw Kayla. She was pissed when she walked out of that car or whatever. That's important. You never know what little thing could trigger such a big exposure in any case, especially with children. Hi, Sherry's opinion. Yes, I did. I got back into my comfy clothes, but yes, my interview went very, very well, and I put on my charm, did what I do, and hopefully I'll get an offer soon. Thank you so much for wishing me luck on that interview. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they're saying that they do have CCTV footage. From what they're saying, they're not releasing it. However, it would be really helpful, I think, if CCTV footage would be released. I don't know why law enforcement is keeping that so close to their chest these days. It's not, unless something actually happened on the damn footage that was criminal. You know, I just don't know why they're so. I don't get law enforcement sometimes with the footage. I mean, because honestly, if you think about it, people could release it on their own before TBI or FBI or law enforcement. It's their footage. They can do what they want with it until it goes into law enforcement's hands. So, yeah. Deep down, I know that it's because there's more going on than what we know. But like I said, if there's something that can trigger helping find a missing child, I don't really give a shit what your bigger plans are in the background when it comes to finding her, if she's alive, or if there's someone that has knowledge. Sometimes, like, putting CCTV footage out there has proven to push people to say things and put in tips that they normally wouldn't have, because it's out there now. Like, it's out there, that footage, and they get scared and they're like, oh shit, I better say something now. You know what I mean?
I didn't say where she is, but I don't know. I'm so confused right now.
And when do you think that happened?
In my mind, from what I tried to gather, and all the media has been great with trying to get all the information out there, and the social media has been great too. But
Hey, Lip Lock No More loved your
I
video
think it happened
earlier.
within a week, period.
You are so right.
And I think it happened from December 6th
Hi, Care.
till prior to December 6th. So December 6th, anytime after
All right.
the day after Thanksgiving is December 6th. So it's
Look,
like
right here.
anytime after prior to December 6th. And I think it happened. All the
I think that happened.
Sorry, I was rambling and
I don't
forgot.
know. I'm so confused right now. Yeah,
And when do you think that happened?
in my mind, from what I've tried to gather, and all the media has been great with trying to get all the information out there, and the social media has been great too. But I think it happened like in a week,
What happened?
and I think it happened.
It happened. What is it?
December 6th till.
She doesn't say.
Um,
She doesn't say, I think Harmony was dropped off to her mother, as they told me. No, she says, I think it happened. What is it? What is it? What's that song? You want it all, but you can't have it. Sorry. ADHD. Forgive me. But what is it? Can y'all hear me? Sometimes my microphone goes off, so sorry. I got a new headset coming, I promise. I've slowly worked my way up from newbie status on technology. And it costs money to be like fancy like Josh from the lab. So fancy with his little studio in the background and his really nice Boss headset, I think it is, and his little, yeah. We all can't have the lab's level of technology. I'm going to get there though. Josh, you wait. We're going to be on the same level one day, okay? So yes. I really, really, really would like to know what it is. I really do.
prior to December 6th. So December 6th, anytime after Thanksgiving.
Hi, Checking Convictions. Glad you're here.
So it's like, there's the 30th of the month, so it's like 6 to 7 days. So I think something happened in that week, and I don't know what day. I asked the police if they checked my daughter's records, because my children are brought up where they have to tell the truth and they have to fess up. And my
Okay. Now, y'all know I'm not a psychologist. Never claimed to be, probably never will be one. But deductive reasoning and logic, I do like to use those outside of mediumship, okay? I'm an accountant. I do like to have factual things and factual mindsets on a normal day-to-day basis. She just did what they call backtracking your statements with actual truth. So what she did was she said that it was within that window of Thanksgiving, basically, and December 6th. Okay? Then she said some words and said, I raised my child to tell the truth whenever it matters. You tell the truth. Well, that's because you really feel like she wasn't telling you the truth. And now you're trying to make it seem like what you're saying is the truth. That doesn't mean that she was telling you the truth, honey bunny. It means that you're not sure, or you're very sure she's lying.
My daughter has broken every time for me in the past. And I said to her, and I said to her, and I said to her, I said, are you sure? I said, what couple doesn't communicate about this and so forth? And I know those are the questions out there. My daughter does have a good heart, but I don't know what her
Hi, Kim Maple.
heart
Glad you're
was
here.
on this, but I do believe her. She's staying very, very consistent in what she's saying. And I can tell by her, I'm her mom, you know, I can tell.
So that whole drop off, you're saying that's between Thanksgiving, December 6th,
Day after Thanksgiving and before December 6th.
2019.
Yes.
And what's the significant of December 6th that makes that date stick in your head?
Great
That day,
question.
Was reminded to me by my daughter because they were homeless and they needed a place to come. And I said, well, I don't really have a room, my landlord. So they were just here during the holiday, during that time frame.
You said Adam is the devil. Why do you say that?
He can sweet talk and swindle like he did with us for the 2 years. And then everything he points the finger at everybody else and talks up quite the storm. And it's a lot of, he talks like jail talk. That's all I can
What
say.
about abuse? The allegation yesterday was he was abusive towards Harmony.
I don't know about that because I didn't have much when
Now, I don't know why the interview cut off.
Welcome to Banfield,
Ooh.
a second.
I don't know why the interview cut off right there. I don't know if there's another part of that interview or the battery died on the camera. But that's very interesting for her to start backing away when he's asking about Adam being the devil and the abuse. She kind of starts going, okay, that's enough. And she was probably cold too, let's just be honest. It looked like it was snowing or had snowed and she wasn't wearing like a full jacket. But I just think that that's very interesting that she said those things. And I'm glad that you guys are seeing the same thing. Yeah. All right. So piggybacking on that video, the press release states that the investigation to date has narrowed the window down of disappearance from Thanksgiving to December 10th. According to information learned by police, which I'm assuming is the grandmother that you just saw who told them because she just said it, Adam and Kayla, together with their 2 common children and Adam's daughter, Harmony, were evicted from 77 Guilford Street in Manchester on November 27th. Multiple individuals have reported seeing Harmony with Adam and Kayla in the following days. However, by approximately December 6th through 10th, Adam and Kayla apparently had only their 2 common children, and Harmony was no longer with them. I'm sorry, it's too late now. I already exited off the YouTube, but basically, I think that Kayla's mom told police that, they were living with us because they were homeless. So they had been evicted on, what does it say? On November 27th, the day before Thanksgiving, they were evicted. They were thrown out. Kayla and Adam didn't say anything about this in the police reports at all. Why? Why wouldn't you say those things? So now I'm thinking about the house. Now I'm thinking about the home. They're trying to distance themselves away from the home that they were living in but got evicted out of. Why? Why would you not want to talk about that? And that's where we have to think about what happened. What was going on in that house? I feel like there was a lot happening behind those walls with Harmony. And I also have found out that there was multiple people staying in and out of that home and probably doing drugs. Probably. So, this is very alarming to me. So this information leads police to believe that it was sometime during that window of the 28th of November through December 10, 2019 that Harmony disappeared. Witnesses have reported that during this time, Adam, Kayla, and the children were homeless and living out of cars around Thanksgiving in New Hampshire. Let's go ahead and look and see what the weather was in Manchester, New Hampshire on November, let's just say November 28th. What is that noise? Because I think you can look back. You can, ha ha ha. November 28th. (2019). A high temp of 45, a low temp of 33, so barely above freezing as a low. Wow. So during that day, it was pretty darn cold with some light rain and a little bit windy. So let's look at the week of that week. Oh. Not good. It was cold, guys. Very cold. So let's look at December. Actually, this is November. Let's look at December. There's a reason why I'm looking this up. $56 was the high. The minimum was 20 during December. It was cold as shit. It was cold. These babies were living out of a car. And let's see what car it was. They released photos of cars which could be tied to the disappearance of Harmony Montgomery. Detectives believe Harmony and her family were living out of a 2010 Chrysler Sebring and a 2006 Audi S4 in Manchester's North End. Not very spacious for how many people are that? Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. 6. Adam, Kayla, 3 children, Harmony. Holy shit. The moment Kayla and Adam walked in that door of Grandma, they should have called DCYF. They didn't because Harmony wasn't with them. Yeah. So it's really, really, really upsetting to me that people aren't talking because they know. All right. the actual condition of those cars in 2019 was worse than depicted in the photos. In addition, the Sebring's rear license plate was askew. Manchester police continue to request that anyone with information please call between Thanksgiving and December 10th. Somebody better start thinking about it. Anybody that watches this, and this is going to go on a lot of the missing children's Facebook groups that I'm a part of in my own channel on Facebook, please go check it out. It's just True Crime with EVP. Please go look at it and like it, and all of my updated videos go to there, or will be going there. Y'all better say something. And you know who you are. You know who you are. Maybe they can make a deal. Do you want to get a cut on that money, that reward money? This is how you do it. Whatever it takes. Are y'all misbehaving in the chat? Do I need to come in there? Oh, Heather just put it backwards. That's okay. That's okay. Y'all got this. Y'all got this. I have really, really good subscribers and chats. I really do. So that's what's going on. So, like I said, Kayla's mother knows more than she's saying. Obviously, she had some slip-ups, some little hints. And me and Crystal, like I said, have been talking, and we really, truly think that someone else in that group of people that were squatting with them before they got evicted knows something. They know something, and they're not coming out. So Crystal had texted me earlier this morning stating that there's a man named Alex. Okay, the man named Alex that knew Adam around the time before they got evicted. Crystal, by the way, Crystal gets updates from me now before she finds out anything. Like, she doesn't get told anything. She doesn't have the support system that you think she does. She doesn't. She finds things out after the fact. There's times that I'm sending her things and she's like, I have no idea because I shut my Facebook down. I only look at the news when I can. I don't see when they get updates. So I have been updating this poor woman about things that she doesn't even know about regarding her Harmony, her daughter, and these two twats, Adam and Kayla. Isn't that awful? I mean, God. So anyway, this guy named Alex, we're trying to get him to contact the police and or Crystal, but all of the women in the family are protecting these guys that we're trying to reach out to. The women step in and say, oh, we're so sorry to hear about this. They don't have any information. They wish that they could and would say anything that they knew, but they don't. How about you get them to call the police and tell them that, or call them themselves instead of having the women in front of them? What is it with that? Seems like there's a lot of misogynists up there in New Hampshire and Massachusetts. You can't fight your own battles? Jesus. All right, so this
You might
is a
be missing
video.
out on local updates.
This is a video of Kayla in court today. I'll be honest, I really like seeing her in orange. It's very fitting.
Make sure you see us in your Facebook feed. Follow WMUR. Go to settings, tap.
Oh, shut up. Damn ads. All right. This is the beauty in orange.
Even more of an unusual. This continues
Oops,
to
hold
be
on,
and
guys.
continues to become even more of an unusual case.
Kayla Montgomery is charged with 1 count of felony theft by deception and 2 counts of welfare fraud. Prosecutors allege
poor
that starting
baby.
on November 30th of 2019, she lied about her stepdaughter Harmony Montgomery living with her in
Beautiful
order
baby.
to get benefits.
The time period in question in this charge is a time period for which Harmony Montgomery was completely unaccounted for. this charge begins when Harmony disappeared.
Harmony hasn't been seen since between November 29th and December 10th of 2019. The prosecution insists that Kayla knows something.
There is something about this energy right here. There is something about this that enrages me, but there is an ego here that matches Adam Montgomery's, what they think they're worth. There is something to this woman that has fooled a lot of people. This is an energy of pure sociopathic void. There's nothing here but selfishness. 100%. 100%.
Knows
What do y'all
something,
think?
and she's a flight risk.
She knows what we are going to learn as the investigation continues.
However, the judge pointed out that she wasn't getting any facts related to that claim, so it's difficult to take into consideration, something the defense picked up on.
Whatever is suggested or alluded to by the state is not before the court. It's not an allegation that is facing Ms. Montgomery.
Kayla Montgomery is currently being held on a cash bail on the theft and welfare charges, something the defense also said is unusual about this case.
Those typically call for PR bail.
If the judge does grant Kayla Montgomery PR bail, she will enter a rehab program in Nashua, according to the defense. Reporting live in Manchester.
So she's trying to get into rehab. You know, I will never tell anyone not to go to rehab, ever. If you feel like you need rehab, if you need recovery, please do what you have to do, especially if there's babies involved. Get your ass into a rehab. I've worked in one and I've been in one. Okay, I actually worked at the one that I was once a patient of. And I can tell you one thing, that when there are people who are in criminal trouble, what they tend to do, some of them will get out of jail and go into these programs just to go right back out, do some stupid shit when they have a free moment, do some drugs, and then go right back into the system. Or they do what they're supposed to do, and they get the resources to move away and start all over again, or establish that they're good people and that they, the innocent card, so that they can get out of their legal situation. I've seen it. My feelings and my opinions only is that she's trying to use that, and the defense is trying to use that to uplift her image and to get her out of this legal bind, and to also help with her bail. Because I do believe that there are certain stipulations that she'll have to abide by, like calling into the police every day, checking in with the lawyers and all that stuff. But in my opinion, what this creates is this creates her to be able to talk to people who know something, to keep them quiet. And I do think that she is just as despicable as Adam in that way and manipulative. This is just another way for her to get out, to tell people to shut up. She needs to stay in jail. No bond. There's a missing child. This is one of the laws that I want to force down each state's throats. If there is a missing child involved, and there is any, I don't care if you stole a stick of gum, if there is any legal issues in the time of a missing child, or a child has been harmed or neglected or whatever, you automatically get declined bail. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Until something happens to find that child. Zip, zilch, no bail. The bail system is one of the other things that are wrong in this country when it comes to not only criminals, but criminals who harm children. We do need to put a value on bail when it comes to predators. And we do need to put a value on missing children and who's involved around them that have legal issues that may know something. I don't see why this is so fucking hard in this country, but it is. Next thing on the list. Toot. So many problems. So, that's what I found on the Harmony Montgomery case. I think that this is very, very interesting. I just really hope that they deny bail. They have to. Like, guys, if they give her bail and she gets to go out in this world, she's going to start talking to her friends. And let me tell you, one of those friends is Tabitha Scott. Let's look up Tabitha Scott. Let's look up this lovely human being who is Adam Montgomery's bestie. I think it's more than besties. I think they were together, but that's just my opinion. Wow, I just saw this. So this is when Crystal had her Facebook up. Tabitha Scott on the right here was besties with Adam, and she was around when Harmony and Adam was living at Guilford Street. Tabby stopped posting on Facebook around the same time that Harmony went missing, and not only did she stop posting, but her brother and the brother's friend stopped around November and December of 2019. That is very interesting. Thank you. Hi. Would you like to say hi to the chat? They think you're cute.
Hello, everyone.
Husband says hello.
I got a user restaurant. What do you got?
Okay. We got a little toasted oasted on that live on Saturday. Woo! Or Friday, was it? Sorry about that. We were celebrating our anniversary. 6 years. Yep. So this little piece of cake right here needs to be found, and we need her friends and her brother to talk. Now, I really do think that she knows what happened, or at least she knows those people around Adam know. Absolutely 100%. Let's see if we can find anything else. Yeah, look at this. They're supposed to be friends. Now, Kayla and Adam were together during this time. I really, truly get, you know what? I really, truly get Brian Laundrie vibes from this asshole. I really, truly do. I schizophrenia, dementia, weirdo vibes. Hi. Were you snapping at me? Oh, it was his sunglasses. I was like, excuse me? No, I'm just kidding.
Who do you think you are talking to me like
Who do you
that?
think you are? Sassy pants.
Okay.
Want to say hi? This is my husband. I don't think
Hello.
I saw his face. Very handsome. He just got home from work. He works on airplanes. Pretty cool. Kind of hot.
Hi, Biscuit.
This is giving me very we've slept together vibes. Allegedly, just my opinion.
Hey, we slept together.
Hey, you be nice. You don't say those things. Shh. Yeah, this is giving me. I really look at this hand. Look at his hand over here. It looks like they're holding hands.
Oh.
There is rumors that this that Adam and Kayla and her and other people were like in this open relationship business. Totally possible.
Oh, there's my biscuit.
Yes, Barb. Apparently, Adam is a lead suspect in a 2008 shooting. Hey, and Crystal confirmed with me that he was 18 around that time, and he got this little teardrop when he was 18. The same year the guy was shot that he's a lead suspect in to this day. Wow, interesting. Very interesting. The more you know. And so obviously this was the picture of Tabby and Kayla on September 23rd, 2019. Ugh. Despicable people. This is Adam and Kayla in 2015. That sweet harmony. And this is the trash that we saw earlier in court. I'm wondering when Adam goes to court. I thought it was going to be the same day. What is this? Junkie parents failed to report. Good Lord. 7-year-old Manchester girl for 2 years, blaming each other. Now look, I can tell you right now, Crystal feels 100% like she failed her daughter. She's not sitting here trying to make excuses at all. I know that. She didn't even give me any but you know, you have to understand I was recovering, I already know what was going on with her. She got into another horrible relationship, not an excuse. Still trying to recover, not an excuse. Got pregnant, not an excuse. But you have to understand that when you're codependent on men that take advantage of you, when they know that you're like them in that sense of doing drugs and stuff, the man that she hooked up with, oh Lord, he is a psychopath. Ugh, awful human being. They are no longer together. But you have to understand these kind of abusers, they don't let you have a life outside of what they want you to have. And I guarantee you that's what happened. He was keeping her under lock and key. You know? And she didn't make the right choices by letting him do that to her. And letting Harmony slip through the cracks of the system and her father and all that stuff. So I'm not gonna shame Crystal any more than she's already doing that herself every day. So that's all I got on poor Harmony. Yep. That's all I got. Summer
Ray
Wells.
Brewer, WMUR News.
Summer Wells. Now we all know what's going on, right? Do we all have a clear picture of what information was put out on the interwebs today? Candace and Dawn fought drunkenly on the 19th of January, and it just came out today. From what I know, I didn't know about it till today. I think Doug has the call, and I'm going to totally rip off his content.
There's so many scenarios of
if he hasn't. Sorry, Doug, I will give you full credit for this if you do in fact have it. So I'm going to check it out first. Let's see if he has it.
Advocate or loss of that house, really.
him that he did.
Wasn't 10. She's like,
Okay,
well,
no.
grabbed her by the throat.
No, I thought the DV call on January 19th, I thought he was saying that he had it. Okay. All right. So anyway, the call was made at around, I think 12:30 or 1 that morning. And let's look at and see what the news people say about it. It's really, nothing really came about it. They didn't go to jail, obviously, but Candace was saying, oh, ow, my finger is broken, as she was flicking it and putting on her shoe. These people are, where did y'all what hole in the universe did y'all crawl out of? I'm just so sick of this. Like, what is going on with you guys? Ugh. Breeders. I don't know why, but that word just popped into my head. Breeders. Like Sherry, from Sherry's Opinion said. They just know how to breed evil. And I don't mean Summer, just breed evil energy is what I meant. Summer was the only good thing that happened to those boys and Dawn and Candace.
Report filed last week with the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office. The report shows officers were called to the missing 5-year-old Summer Wells reported her husband for a domestic assault. That's according to a report filed last week with the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office. The report shows officers were called to the Wells residence around 12:30 a.m. January 19th. Candace Bly allegedly told officers that she and Don Wells had been drinking alcohol and that he hit her, grabbed her by the throat, and pushed her against a wall. The report shows a different story from Wells, who claimed Bly had been drinking before he got home that night. He allegedly told police that while he and Bly did argue, he didn't touch her. The report states officers did not see any markings on Bly's neck. Neither parties were arrested, and both were referred to private prosecution. Meanwhile, the search continues for the couple's daughter, Summer Wells, who was reported missing in June of last year. Anyone with credible tips is asked to call the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation at 1-800-TBI-FIND.
Wow. How interesting, Dawn and Candace. You know what I think Candace did there? I think that obviously there was some issues going on that they were talking about that got them heated. So Doug's live did say, you know, January 18th my live, January 19th the DV call. What discussions were going on January 18th and 19th, or January 18th, maybe 17th, to escalate into that fighting? Let's look at Benny's live. See what he was talking about. Let's look at Andrew. Let's look at Allie. Let's look at Prayer Garden. Let's look at all of these people. What was being said that day? What arguments were going on that day? Let's look at Ernie's live. Let's look at True Crime Exposed, Share. Let's look at everybody. Ziggy. And let's see what some information we can gather tonight on my live. I think that would help kind of see where the mindset is sitting in those criminals on Ben Hill Road. Whew. Can't wait. I can't wait to see handcuffs on those people, because they deserve it. And you know who else I can't wait to see handcuffs on?
Me?
You? Honey. He said me. Well, you know, it depends on the day. It really does depend on the day.
Context is everything.
Huh?
Context is everything.
No, we don't do that here. We love our baby and take care of our babies. And our fur babies.
I said context is everything.
Huh? Oh, wink, wink. Oh. My husband's a hoot, y'all. So tonight I will go live. What's a good time? 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, okay. Because my kid has been staying up until late 9:30, and I'm scrambling to get lives and have to push him back. So I don't want to lie to you guys, right? And make y'all wait like I have been. I do appreciate you waiting for me, and I'm going to get better at being on time. But let's go over all of the things that went down on the 18th. Let's see what energy was created on that day. Because I think not only would it be really wise to see what happened to get them to that point, or if it was a false flag, red herring. But what energy happened and what questions were being asked to then know what makes them tick and launch that energy even further. I'm serious. Whatever happened this last few days and last week worked. It worked well. You're seeing all these creators literally crumbling. The apologists and supporters of the wells. You're seeing them break down. You're seeing them break down. So let's look and see what happened there specifically. Yes, I'm so excited about this live tonight. And I'll also finish the Donna Serafina live. Sober. Hey. I will do it the right way. Sober. And hopefully my live will be available to view and go over the one that I did on Friday. Because everyone is like emailing me and asking me, where did it go? Why can't I see it? That was such a good live. But I do want to review the entire live to see why they said that it was under review. I don't understand what happened there. So gonna look through it and make sure I remove some things that may be offensive or whatever. So I'll do it right. I'll do it right this time. That live was wonderful. The bits and pieces I remember. My husband was feeding me shot after shot. Oh, and then I had I felt like an energy attack. Like my body was cramping up because the things that I was saying were they were too true, too fast. And it was almost like energy from somewhere was like, shut up. And I was like hunched over. It wasn't the alcohol. It really wasn't. It was something outside saying, shut up. And I didn't listen. So, oh, Phoebe, thank you for the hearts. Please subscribe if you haven't, or like. And if that means your troll account, you don't want to be exposed on your big content creator page, that you're subscribed to me, please use your troll account. We all have one. Don't act like you don't. You know you do. Because I really do want to get to 1,000 subscribers, obviously, so that I can start donating any funds, any cash apps, any whatever to missing children's cases for their families and to cold case organizations. Please. The only money that I will be taking is for the expenses to get that stuff rolling, like a bank account opens. Like, was it $25 to open up a bank account? Yeah, something like that. And then, and I'll be so transparent with everybody on that. Like, I'll even have community pages where I post my expenses and stuff. This is solely for missing children, missing women, children, indigenous people, people of color. You know the drill. You've heard me say this before. But yes, 10 o'clock tonight. Please join me. We're gonna do a review again of the Donna Serafina, finishing that up and going over the live if it's available, and then Summer Wells. What all happened on the week, that last week, to get Dawn and Candace to behave in their natural, normal state. Because that's where they crack. You know, like the Mean Girls crack, Gretchen Wieners crack. All right, lovelies. Please hug your babies. Share. Yes, ma'am. Please subscribe on your troll account if you don't want to subscribe on your main one. I was telling everybody, take your troll account and subscribe. If you don't want people to know that you've subscribed to me. See y'all at 10 o'clock. Drink your water, hug your babies. Enjoy your time with your family, and I will see y'all on the next live. Bye, everybody. Be good.
Bye.